And good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever and whenever you may be listening to us across the entire globe. It's Psychic Talk. I'm Dax Carlisle coming to you live from Tucson, Arizona. And joining me today is Michelle Metheny. We're still trying to get her camera on, though, folks. So having
Hi,
technical
everybody.
issues. This was supposed to happen on Sunday when it was a 5 day. I don't understand why we're having issues today. Anyway, welcome everybody. It is what, Tuesday, January 16th, 2024. My God, we're halfway through January already, and we only just started the new year. Don't get old, folks, because I mean, man, the time just blows by
Way too fast.
way too fast. Yep, I'm still not seeing you on there. So if you want to, Michelle, you can just leave your camera off if you want and just do audio.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay. But if you get your camera going, uh, go right ahead, turn it on. I mean, no
Okay.
problem. Yeah. Yeah. This was kind of like, impromptu. We didn't know if we were going to like, I don't know, do solo shows. I did a solo show yesterday. It was a lot of fun. Hadn't done one in months, if not years. Yes. But it was a lot of fun. I thought because we don't normally do a live on Mondays lately, that I was like, oh, we're not going to get any callers. There might not be anybody in, the chat on YouTube. But I ended up doing 2 hours. Oh my.
Yeah, but that's impressive. That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So gonna give some time for people to get into the YouTube live and join us in the chat. And we're simulcasting on Blog Talk. So you can call into the show 714-816-4628. Press one on your dial pad. We'll go right to phone lines in just a minute. 714-816-4628. Press one on your dial pad as soon as you get through. That lets us know you want to be live on air. If you're just listening to the show, don't worry about it. You don't have to press one. I think we have someone just listening to the show. Might have been the same person as yesterday. Noticed that yesterday too. Same area code, I think. Which is really cool. Sometimes you can't get to Wi-Fi, or you'd rather do the audio player, but it might cut in and out. So you can just dial in, don't press one, and just listen to the show. Yep. I think we can do that for up to like maybe 50, I think. 50 callers. Oh, Michelle, you know what we need to do? Do you have a picture up on your oh, what do you call it? Um, Now I'm getting feedback of myself. Um, on the Zoom, because I was thinking I could have it show non-video participants, and it might just show your picture, maybe if your camera's off. But I don't know if you have a picture installed on your Zoom. Anyway, we're gonna try to get Michelle on here one way or another. So it is January 16th. So it's that seven energy. Oh my gosh. That's the energy of the seek. Oh, you might want to mute when you're not talking, Michelle. You might want to mute your line because there's a lot of background noise. Just letting you know. Okay. I'll start over again. Sorry, that was really distracting. That was really distracting. Let me start over again here. So the numerology and cards of the day, it's January 16th, 2024. So 16 reduces to 7. 1 plus 6 is 7. That's that seeker energy. It's the highest spiritual number in tarot and numerology. So, oh, wow. I just screwed that up, didn't I? It's okay. We're only live, right? Well, that's the thing about lives. All you guys are in on the jokes, but no one watches the lives after the lives. Like I clip out, I did this yesterday. I clipped out the section where we talked about personal year numbers in the world year. And I clipped out the section on the card of the day and the numerology of the day. And I put them out as separate, like really short videos. That's what people actually are going to watch, right? So let me start over again. Let's see if we get this right here. And Michelle, I don't know, are you pulling a card or not? I can skip you if you don't want to do a card day. Let me know. Oh, maybe she's not there. Are you there, Michelle? She's got herself muted. Okay, I don't know what's going on with Michelle. It was funny thing, right before the show, I was talking about doing the solo show yesterday and how much fun I had, even though I was nervous because I haven't done one in like a year. I don't know how long, year and a half. And she's like, well, I don't have to be on the show. You can do another solo show today. And I was like, no, no, I already told them yesterday you were coming on Tuesday. Um, but I'm ending up doing a solo show anyway. Michelle's having technical issues, and it's not even a 5 day, like Sunday. It's a 7 day. Okay, so we're gonna go back to the numerology. Let's try to get through this, right? And then we're gonna go to phone lines. Oh, by the way, is anybody in the chat yet? God, still nobody in the chat. That is odd. Usually we have a few people in the chat by now. That is odd. Oh yeah, she is. It looks like she's calling back in. She hung up on the Zoom call and it looks like she's going to call back in. Okay, so maybe we'll get her camera going. She might have to, she did say she restarted her computer. So maybe she needs to do another restart. That's a possibility as well. Okay. So the cards of the day, the numerology of the day. Today's January 16th, 2024. 16 reduces to 7. 1 plus 6 is 7. Seven's that highest spiritual number in numerology. It is the seeker, the seeker. So whenever it's a 7 day, it's great day to do research. Start that Udemy course that you, if you're like my friend Dr. Rose, you have like 50 courses on Udemy that you bought and you haven't gone through them all. So it's a great day to do that. Ancestry.com. It's a great time to start doing that genealogy project you always wanted to do. Research for your new business for 2024. Yeah. And a lot of us are doing that. New things. We have the brand new website, and you can pop over there now and check it out. Here, I'll put the URL up. It is Psychic Cafe. It's that simple. www.psychic.cafe. In fact, you don't need the www anymore. Just open a new tab in your browser, type in psychic.cafe, and it'll always take you to our brand new community website. It's a fully functioning social networking website, kind of like Facebook, only without all the negative stuff, you know? Yeah. So pop over there. We're just building it out now. It has all the functionality, but I still have a lot of pages to build and groups and things like that. But you can go and join, and you'll be able to do groups and events and liking each other and friending and instant messaging. It's really cool. So go check that out. And you may have a project like that. Today is a great day for that. Also, I got the card of the day. That's right. It is the High Priestess. And this is perfect. Perfect for that 7 energy today. And so this is talking about your psychic abilities, intuition, getting in touch with that, using that. This is a great time to focus on that right now. That's what the High Priestess is letting us know. And along with that, because I always end up pulling more than one card, right? Um, Here's the Nine of Pentacles, the self-made woman, the entrepreneur. Uh, it can also mean, just a lot of money coming in and stuff. She's also in this garden where it's an idyllic setting. So, sometimes it could also be talking about getting, you're kind of stuck in your comfort zone, if that makes sense. Yeah. And the Ace of Pentacles, again with the garden, it's the same kind of thing. See, there's the arch there, and the goal that you're seeking, and this new opportunity. Aces are new opportunities. This new opportunity in the material realm, because it's Pentacles. The goal is at the summit on that mountain. You can see just past the entrance exit, and it's a desolate land. You can kind of make out that it's a desolate land between where you are in that idyllic garden setting and that summit out there. So you have to leave your comfort zone. Okay, so doing new things, and with the idea of this new opportunity and being entrepreneurial, I think the message is there's a lot of you out there that are tuning into shows like this, that want to become a psychic advisor, a tarot reader, um, something in the genre, pet psychic, sorry, animal communicator, astrologer, what have you. And you're you're stuck in your comfort zone. You're like, oh, I don't know if I can do that. But this message is for you to go for it. So there you go. Numerology of the day and cards of the day. Michelle, are you back? I saw her pop up on the Zoom. Okay, she's popped up on the Zoom. This is interesting. On Zoom, it shows the mic and it'll show the mic either off or on. And it wasn't even showing your mic, Michelle, but now it shows your mic. Are you there? I don't know what's going on with Michelle, but that's okay. She's still trying to get her camera on here. It was working perfect on Saturday and Sunday. What happened? Oh, there you are. Ish.
Hello, I am back.
That is really bizarre how you're like off center in the middle of a circle
I
above the
know. Oh, here we
yeah,
go.
move over that way, or
All
yeah.
right.
Try to get in the center of the circle. Hey, you made it. That's
I
really cool.
made it.
Awesome sauce. So I just did the numerology and the card of the day. You don't have to do a card of the day if you don't want to.
Okay. No,
Yeah.
we're good.
We're just gonna go right to the phone lines, because I've been promising this for days that we're changing our format.
Yes.
We're gonna go, but it's hard. It's hard. There's so much to talk about. There's so much going on
Yes.
with the Tarot Guild and Psychic Talk and our brand new Psychic Cafe. I put the URL up a little bit earlier, and
Mhm.
you guys can go over there and you can join the website now. It's fully functioning and you can do blog posts and create groups and all kinds of cool stuff. But it's not fully fleshed out. I need to do a page for the Psychic Talk. We have a group for each show, and that's what you want to do. Go to groups and you can find the show groups, join those groups, and you'll be notified when there's a show coming up. And past shows will all be on there. You can click on videos or just go through the feed and you'll find the past shows. Once a lot of them get on there, you're going to want to hit the video button on the group, and then it's easier to see all of the videos, because I think it does maybe like 4 across if you're on a laptop. It's only going to do 1 at a time if you're on phone. It's not the best way to look at a website on your phone, let me say. But anyway, you can see it faster if you're on your laptop and see what shows you want to listen to and things like that. So, oh, Michelle, I was just telling them, and you left and came back, so I don't think you heard this part. But what I did yesterday was I did the cards of the day, the numerology of the day, of course, and I talked about the world year number and personal year numbers.
Mm.
And I snipped out, those parts and made them into their own short videos and put them up on the website.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Okay.
So I'm gonna try doing that. And also any little mini topics we can do, we'll just put them in these big longer videos when we do it live, and then
Okay.
we'll take the excerpt out and make its own video for it. So we should start thinking of like mini topics, and you guys out there, our audience, let us know, what is it that you want us to talk about. And I
Mm-hmm.
know you're doing deck walkthroughs and things like that, Michelle,
Yes.
and
Mm-hmm.
this is in addition to those.
Okay.
In addition to those, so let me check here. I'm gonna turn that off. Okay. And if you're listening out there live, give us a call, 714-816-4628. Still nobody in the chat room on YouTube. If you're listening to us on Blog Talk or one of the audio players somewhere, you can see us. You can go over to youtube.com/ the @ Psychic Talk. Or if you're on YouTube already, go in the search box, type in Psychic Talk. It should come up. I'm going to do a little experiment here while we're chit-chatting. I'm going to open what they call an incognito window, and I'm going to go to YouTube. And I'm just really curious because I haven't searched Psychic Talk, and I'm wondering if you're just going to get a bunch of um psychic stuff, which, yeah, that looks like what we're getting here. I'm not seeing our channel, so this is what I'm going to say. Okay, so the best way is to use that URL, youtube.com/ the @ Psychic Talk. It'll take you right to our channel. But if you want to do the search method, what you have to do is you have to search Psychic Talk, and then I think you go into filters, click channel, and there it is, pops right up at the top. Yes, awesome sauce, awesome sauce. Something weird's going on with the internet though, because you still there, Michelle?
I am definitely still here.
Okay, I was wondering if I lost connection because
Nope.
it's weird, like it's having trouble bringing up the different videos and stuff.
Hmm. Yeah,
But
my internet is acting up today.
yeah, it's weird. We're out of Mercury retrograde. It's not a 5-day. So let's see who's been waiting the longest on the phone lines. It looks like area code 205. Let me see if I can get their mic to click on here. Hello, caller. What's your name? Where are you calling from? 205.
Hi, Jess. Hi, Michelle. This is Patricia. I'm calling from Alabama. Happy New Year, and how are you both?
Oh, real good, real good.
Hi, Patricia.
She sounds a little muffled on my end. I'm having trouble
Mm-hmm.
understanding, but I did get, Patricia from Alabama and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So let's try Patricia here. What do you want to chat about? And Happy New Year, by the way.
Yes, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Can you hear me a little better?
Yeah, it's still a little muffled to me, but we'll try to make it out and hear what your question is.
Okay. See here. My question, um, is I would like to know, does Spirit have anything significant that I need to know about? There's a lot of things going on around me,
Mm-hmm.
and I just want to make sure I am showing up like I need to. And if there's anything else significant that I need to know.
So, Michelle, you want to pull a card, see what happens on that?
Well, I was shuffling and the 9 of Cups popped out.
Oh,
And this card I am using, okay, I'm not sure I like this background that is on my computer.
yeah.
This
If you can turn that off at some point, but if as long, at least we've got you on camera. Your camera wasn't working at all before.
right, and then it just
What it,
puts it up there.
what deck is that from, and what's the
So
card again?
I do not have my box to this, but
Uh,
it is called the Tarot of Opposition,
oh,
and
yeah. Okay.
it is both cards.
Reversible.
It
Yeah,
is.
on the front. I love that. Yeah.
And the 9 of Cups, she has so many things going on emotionally. She has, there's a lot of good emotions, there's a lot of bad emotions, but she is holding roses in her hands. And she's holding one specific rose, but she's
Right.
also holding a bouquet of roses. So there is definitely, I definitely see that there is a calling for you. There is definitely a purpose that is there's definitely something that you are supposed to be looking into.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next card that I pulled was the 6 of Wands. Let's see if I can. I do not like this background.
It's like, where's the camera? When I first started doing YouTube, that was one of my biggest things, was like trying to get this like into the camera.
Right. There
Mm.
we go.
You need to
And
do a
so
walkthrough. You need to do a walkthrough, Michelle, of Tarot of the Oppositions. That would be
I
so
do. And this one is asking you, what do you need to readjust in your life to
cool.
be able to fully hear what the message is being told to you?
Yeah. Yeah. It's interesting because what I'm getting is an alignment with what you said. Remember when you said there's so much going on? And Patricia already told us that. She said there's so much
Mhm.
going on in her life. And I got the 7 of Cups, literally
Mm.
so much going on. And the figure in the card is trying to make a choice between 7 different possibilities. There's clouds, and so there's like mystery going on, fantasy. Often this card shows up when people have fanatical fantasy ideas about things. And so, Patricia, when you asked your question, I think the answer to your question was in the question. Didn't even need to
Mhm.
pull cards. When you were talking
Mm.
about, is there a message from spirit, or the universe? The message is exactly what you said. You have so many things going on and everything. When even before I pulled the cards, when I was shuffling and I cut the deck, I got the Heart of the Matter card, and it's the Strength card. It's card 8, which is abundance. The secret, the way to get to 8, and we're in a world year of 8. It's all about abundance and prosperity this year. Is through inner strength.
Mm.
Okay, it is through. I hate to say it because it's cliche. Is discipline, discipline. And so what the message is, that combined with the 7 of Cups, is that you need to start narrowing things down. And you have all these things going on,
Mm-hmm.
but you need to focus on one at a time. Okay. And then I got the Hierophant.
Mm-hmm.
So with the Hierophant, we're talking about higher education or more education, or you teaching people skills and abilities or knowledge that you personally have. And I actually get the gut instinct that it's a little of both. It's a little of both. That's what you're supposed to be doing this year. Is you're supposed to be helping other people,
Mm.
with what you already know. And that's the thing so that's the hint from tarot, is that that's what you're supposed to be focusing on out of all that stuff. That's the big overall message. Get focused. That's your calling for this year. Boy, I would love to do your numerology and figure out where you are in the 9-year cycle and everything. But we can do that another day. You can call back in. But basically, if you're not quite yet ready to teach others, then you need to become the student for a while. So like I was joking in the beginning of the show, get on Udemy, look for courses around what it is you want to teach, and take courses, see how other people are teaching it, even if it's something you already know, and then work on your own course. Of course, it doesn't have to be a course. Of course, it doesn't have to be a course. I love that. It could be a book. It could be a book, a PDF. It could be a video or series of videos. It could be a podcast or something. There's a lot of different ways that you could be imparting your knowledge, and don't close off the universe. You want to be open to any way coming in. Don't think to yourself, well, I could only do it this way, and see what comes up. Well, I hope that helped you out, Patricia. Thanks for the call.
Yeah, Dex, yes, it did help me out to understand what's going on. Yes, and actually, I was in the nursing program back here in the 20, but I had there was a family emergency that took me out of the program. So I've been thinking about going back in the program, and the things that are most important that I'm dealing with right now are a family situation again that I may have to step into with the people who are going to help me take care of a family member. And then there is my own situation here. Both of them are pretty much coming to a resolution at the same time. They're both involving a lot of it's legal matters. But what I've noticed is, with the meditation and through the talk and the assistance of our Father here, they are coming to a resolution right at the same time. So as we nearing me coming up with a care plan for my 75-year-old uncle and who's going to all be involved with that care, then the nearing of the money for my home that I actually had a natural disaster, or weather that tore my home up some back in 2022. So that is coming to a resolution. So I am in between both. I'm talking to a set of attorneys and all of the people on my team with one day, and then the next day, a set of attorneys and all of my team when it comes to my uncle. And so right here, it's almost like I'm on this road and I'm just keeping the pace. I'm balancing it, and I'm thanking God. Thank you, Lord. I'm truly grateful for your assistance, your direction, and finally, your decision. And I just paced on through. And the victory is mine. It's been a year with my uncle. It's been 2 years with mine. But I was told, you got to be patient. I need your patience. Nothing is a rush. We do know that God's timing is always on time. It's always
divine timing. Divine timing.
Is it not, Jack? So thank you both, you and Michelle. You just answered my question. Many blessings. I love you both.
Yep.
You are beautiful earth angels. Thank you so much. And I'm going to continue to cruise on into victory.
Yeah. Come back and hang out with
Thank
us. We're going to
you.
be here every day.
Thank you.
Bye,
I sure
Patricia.
will. And I'll give you an update.
Bye.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Bye. Enjoy the rest of your week, and Happy New Year again. And
Yes.
come back and hang out with us, Patricia, and everybody else listening. Yeah, that's something new for 2024. Got a little bit of a slow start. I had planned on, from January 1 on, doing this, Michelle, but just everything was just not ready, and so it took till last week getting into the flow of like, okay, we're just gonna do a show every day. And I know it sounds like a lot, uh, but we don't have to do 2 hour, 3 hour shows every day. We can just do an hour or less.
Absolutely.
It's just so we're here, so people can hang out, because that's the idea of Psychic Cafe, is hanging out, chatting. If anybody has issues, we can pull cards for them, but then also learning about psychic development, reading tarot, doing numerology. I think I'm trying to think who is into astrology. Oh, well, Pamela is. I think Pamela knows astrology. So maybe she could talk some astrology. If you're listening out there and you're an astrologer, come join Psychic Cafe, and you can join us on the shows.
Absolutely.
And do a little astrology with us. That would be really cool. That's my plan, is all of us just hanging out. And the same thing with the hosts. We've got the custom named shows, where a host has their own day and time and title of their show, Magic Universe, the Angelic View. But we also want to do these psychic talk shows every day, and the hosts and members are lifetime members of the guild, and so forth. You can all come and guest co-host with us and hang out on these shows, and we can do readings for people and talk shop.
Yep.
That's the idea. Yep. So we did finally start to get people into the chat. Oh, Michelle, you're in there. Hi. Heidi, yeah, Heidi popped in there. I'm so used to, it's so funny because there's such a disconnect, because I'm so used to you being one of our watchers, our viewers and listeners, and being in the chat. You see that name, Michelle Metheny, and then I'm like, oh no, wait, Michelle's right here with me now. I don't have to like hear you in the chat anymore, and Dan's in there. Hey, Dan. He must be really bored that he's like joining us in there. No, I'm just kidding. No, this is gonna be fun. I know it's Psychic Cafe, I know it's Psychic Talk, and it's tarot and numerology and all this kind of stuff. But even if you're not into that, just to have someone to talk to, just to be able to hang out, and that's what we want the community to become. The website here. Let me put the URL up again for all the newbies out there. Psychic.cafe. That's all you got to put in your browser, and you can join. In fact, Dan joined the website, and it's like joining Facebook. It's free, and you can message each other and hang out and private message. We're going to have groups. We do have a lot of groups already, one for each show. We have a private group for Tarot Guild members if you're a member of the guild. We have trying to think of some of the other groups. Oh, you just started your group too.
I did. I need to start getting my group on on doing more longer videos. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And what's the name of your group on the site?
Michelle's Mystic Corner.
Yeah. So come join us in Michelle's Mystic Corner. Are you going to start doing, like I'm doing these shows every day and I'm planning
Mhm.
on having the card and numerology of the day, which I'm going to pull out as a separate video, like we were talking earlier. And I saw you do one, a video like that on there. So are you going to be doing card of the day stuff
I was thinking of doing some of that.
or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
You know what else would
I
be
don't
really
want to take
great?
away if you're gonna do that.
Well, no, as many people as wants to do it can do it.
Oh, good.
What
Yeah.
so, but what you could here's a suggestion because I'm looking at what a lot of other YouTube channels are doing and all, and what's really popular, of course, are the card draw things. So basically, what you do is you lay out three cards, and it's great if you can do a down view with your camera, with your phone or something like that, and have the three cards laid out, and people can choose the card, and then maybe you do a short on that, and then a longer video on maybe one for each card, what the message is. So when the person picks the card ABC, then you say, okay, go to video A or B or C, for the answer kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah. And we
I
could also,
like that idea.
another way of doing that is what a lot of people do is, they do the card pulls and they might do a quick explanation of something, but then the longer reading on each card, they put on a separate page on the website,
Right.
and they have to sign up with their email address or join the website or something like that in order to access it, kind of thing.
Mm.
So, that's another thing you might want to do.
Okay.
But just, food for thought as we go along over, we're still building out the website. And as we go along for all these different, as the months go by, basically, uh,
Yeah.
we'll think of, more and newer and cooler stuff to do on there, and I have a lot of plans, a lot of plans. There's so much to do. I was just talking to Maria G. Moss, host of her show's The Angelic View, and she'll be on this coming Sunday, by the way. And we were talking about that. She has the second edition of her book coming out on Angel Practitioner, and her course. I think I don't know if she finished redoing the course or if she's still redoing the course. And I said, put out a lot of content from the course and the book and promote the book and the course. And don't worry. What a lot of people worry about is giving too much away free, but that's how they get to understand what's in the course and the book and want
Right.
to buy it. And plus, people will pay for access to you and for you to mentor them and do short little live Q&As and things like that. So they'll buy the course,
Right.
you know. And so I said, yeah, it's all about getting people to understand what is going to be your content, and also you know, liking you and your personality and getting to know you, and then just trusting you. People buy from people they trust. So, that's the main that's the
And that's the biggest thing is building trust.
yeah.
Because there's some people in our little town that you would just not want to go to just on the trust factor, and it's so sad.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And we're going to go back to phone lines in just a second. There's a few callers just listening. Let me just throw out there that if you want to be live on air with us, remember to press 1 on your dial pad when you get through. And then we'll be getting to the other calls, 714-816-4628. Everybody call in now so we can get to your call. 714-816-4628. Remember to press 1 on your dial pad. So real quick before we go back to the callers, so when I was talking to Maria about that, I said, yeah, right now it's all about getting the website ready, getting people onto the website, and getting people having conversations. It's a cafe. you know Content, conversations, videos, reviews, articles, blog posts, and people just chit-chatting there and everything, and then joining us for these shows. That's what I'm focused on. But I do have other things, but it's like, this year is a lot about pacing things out. This came up on
Mhm.
yesterday's show. I told people, make the master to-do list, but don't dwell on the to-do list, because that's what it freezes people. So what you actually want to do is you want to create compartments of time. It may be, all of Monday, all of Tuesday, or it might be Monday morning, Monday morning, Monday afternoon, Tuesday morning, Tuesday afternoon. Block out time and then put these things in and only look at that thing and don't look at anything else. If you know it's going to take you an entire day, like for instance, I need to set up the subscription and purchasing aspect of the website. That's not up and running yet. That's going to take an entire day. So I'm just going to map out, one entire day. And besides doing our show for an hour, that's all I'm going to do. you know so that's what it's all about this year, is compartmentalizing, making these sections of time, and not going by the two. People try to do the to-do list and do the crossing off thing, and
Mhm.
I've done it for years, and it kind of works, but it doesn't really ultimately work. uh and there's some psychology behind why that doesn't work, but the compartmentalizing things, that's what really works, because it keeps your focus on the one thing that you're doing. And you can even set an alarm to go off, and it's like, oh, okay,
Yep.
that's the end of this block, and when I'm supposed to go into the next block, which is the next thing on the to-do list, kind of thing. But I also have all these projects, like, for instance, we've been promoting a life coaching course by one of my hypnosis colleagues, Dr. Steve Jones, for about 15 years, maybe longer, 16 years. The affiliate link, because I'm an affiliate of his, and rather than doing my own course, I just promote his course, and I'm an affiliate. So full disclosure, I got 50% of all those sales. So literally thousands of our radio listeners, YouTube viewers, members of the Tarot Guild, and hosts on Psychic Talk, it's in the thousands now, have taken that course. Well, a few weeks, or might be actually a few months ago, the link stopped working.
Hmm.
So I emailed all the addresses I had for them, tried to contact them in multiple ways to tell them that it's not working. I went back on the affiliate platform and regenerated new ones, and it won't work. When you, depending on the browser you put it in, it either sends you back to the page that you linked off from, which doesn't take you to a purchase page, obviously, or it goes absolutely nowhere, or it does this weird thing where it starts a download on the browser, like you're downloading something, but you're not.
Hmm.
Very bizarre, mysterious things going on, and I can't get a hold of anybody. So I was telling Maria this morning, I'm taking that as a sign from the universe that, kind of like a kick in the pants, that you need to do a life coaching course, your own life coaching course, and maybe a spiritual life coaching course. Get that element in. But of course, I
I
can't.
think that is a great idea.
Yeah, I was going to ask you what you thought about that, but you can't, it's like I can't do it right now because we have all the website problems,
Right. But that
not
is
not
something to
problems, but work to do. You know,
challenge us.
yeah, there's a lot of things to set up. There's a lot of things to tweak and get working, and you know, the site's going to mostly look like what it looks like, but it may
Right.
change slightly. There's a lot of links that aren't on the top there because we don't have that all set up, like a link for readings and to get a reading, and a link for our staff members and for the Tarot Guild and for Psychic Talk in general, talking about what is Psychic Talk and what are the shows and where do you find the upcoming shows and the past shows and everything. Of
Right.
course, the short answer is you go to our YouTube channel, but I'm talking about it on the website.
Yes.
So yeah, and of course, there's a couple of decks that I'd like to get out, and
Mm-hmm.
so again with the compartmentalizing, it's like, well, maybe that thing, the course, maybe life coaching is spring and decks in summer, or so planning
Yeah.
planning out the year here, planning out the year. So let's see. I've been waiting to see who else is going to pop in. If anybody in the chat on YouTube has a question or wants us to pull a card for them, just type it in. Type in the question or pop in, hey, pull a card for me. If you're not in the chat, go over to the YouTube live, like we said before. Search Psychic Talk and click on channels so you find us, or type in youtube.com/@ Psychic Talk, take you right over there. Maybe you're listening to the show and you're not watching us. Oh, I like your camera much better like that without the, it was like tunnel vision thing. Let's see who's been waiting the longest on the phone lines. We're going to go to 203. Hello, caller. Area code 203. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hi, it's Pat in Connecticut.
Pat in Connecticut?
Hi, Pat.
Oh,
Yes.
the second Pat today.
Hi.
Cool.
Everyone is home with a big snow and ice storm in this area today.
Oh, yeah. We had some really cold weather here in Tucson in the desert of all places, but it's warmed up a little bit. Uh, Happy New Year, by the way. And
Yes, Happy New Year.
Happy New
remember,
Year. Happy New
remember,
Year. Yeah.
Remember, it's a world year of 8, so it's all about abundance and prosperity this year. Hey, what was it you wanted to talk about,
Oh,
Pat?
really? That's interesting. I think I figured out my number is 8 too, but I didn't think 8 was a good number. I'll look. Oh, sorry about that.
Oh my gosh, what was that? We're on a cruise ship.
I know. It's upstairs. They're doing work. I'm so sorry, but it doesn't last long. Anyway,
Yeah, it went right away. Hey, Patricia, let me ask you real quick.
Yeah.
What month were you born in?
July.
July, so that's a 7. And what day were you born?
12.
12. Okay, so that's 19, which reduces to 1. And it's let's see. So you're in a personal year. Doing that right? Yeah, personal year of 9. Yeah, it's all about endings this year for you and all.
Oh,
What year were you born in?
how do you? 1953.
Hold on one sec. 1 plus 9 plus 5 plus 3. 1953 is an 18. So again, a 9. Plus 1 um would be 1. So it should be a 1 life path for you, not an 8. But let me do that again.
Okay.
I want to try a different way of doing it this time. Okay, so let's see. We're going to do July, and then you said the 12th, right? Plus 12.
Yes.
And then
712 1953.
1953. I'm going to do it this way, and I might get a different number. So that comes out to 1972. 1 plus 9 plus 7 plus 2 is 19. 1 plus 9 is 10. 1 plus 0 is 1. Yeah. So yeah, you can add the numbers up multiple ways, straight across, up and down. There's multiple ways of doing it. You can also reduce the month, the day, and the year to single digits first and add those together. I tried it all three ways and I'm getting one. So yeah, you are a one life path. That's, more like you're not an eight. So it's more of the I'm sorry.
That's what I'm born with, correct? I thought.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that I know.
I was just going by what you
I
said earlier, and maybe I was confused. I don't know, but you're in a.
I'm confused. I was trying to.
Yeah,
I was
you're
trying to
you're a
figure
one
out
life
what I was
path.
this year.
Yeah, it's great leadership energy. They if they're working the energy in the positive, like they like to be on stage. They're great leaders. They want to be in charge. You should be in charge of your own business versus working for somebody else. And you're in a 9 personal year, and
that's what I was trying to figure out. Okay.
With the energy of 8. Okay, so the world year is 8, which is all about abundance and prosperity this year. You're ending things. Okay, so you're past the 8 already. Yeah. So your next thing is you can still be in alignment with the 8 energy of this year, but what you're going to do is you're going to end things. You're going to finish things up. You're going to let go of projects that aren't working for you or you haven't started yet. You're going to let go of baggage, beliefs that no longer serve you, relationships that no longer serve you. And you're going to, and because the next year, because 2025 is going to be a one, there it is, because it's going to be a 1 year for you.
I'm so sorry.
Because you're beginning a whole new cycle. You want to prepare for that new cycle. In fact, you could start doing the preparations and going into the one energy before the end of this year. But at least in the beginning part of this year, it should all be about, what can I let go of? Okay. But in alignment with the 8 abundant energy, as you get further on in the year, get ready for that new cycle of 9 years. And you want that to be you want that to be as abundant as possible. So what you're going to do is set yourself up for success by, in this world year of 8, towards the end of the year, know exactly what you're going to be doing to be more abundant. Now, that could be starting something new that involves finances. Now, it could be buying real estate. It could be investing money. It could be starting a new career. It could be starting a new business, something like that. But it doesn't have to be, nor should it be, just all about that. It's abundance and prosperity. That means all areas of your life. So your relationships and your family and everything like that.
Yeah.
You want to plan that all out going into 2025. So did you have a specific question for today?
Yes.
What's going on?
That's fantastic. Speaking of abundance, I have concerns about finances in the coming year. I'm manifesting some work and really praying that I'll be keeping that. It's just part-time work for a woman with Alzheimer's. The husband is kind of non-responsive. I think he's self-absorbed. At first I thought he's not happy with me. Now I thought, well, maybe he's just self-absorbed. I just want to keep that work. Finances have been real difficult for a number of years, and I really want to get a little more stable with a little more coming in. I'm sorry if more noise comes. It will stop. I'm so sorry. It's awful.
Oh, it's not a problem because it only lasts for a fraction of a second. Hey, it's very obvious. While you were talking there, I was showing Michelle the 3 of Swords came up, and remember, it's swords. And it's very interesting about this card because this is the card of, what would you say, Michelle? Anguish? And what else do you get with the Three of Swords?
When I see the Three of Swords, I see a lot of not necessarily betrayal. That's not what I'm looking for. Heartbreak. Like there's a
Heartbreak.
lot of heartbreak involved with the situation.
So this is the funny thing. The reason why I bring that up is it's the Three of Swords, not the Three of Cups. And although
Yes.
we always associate the emotions of, you know, grief and anguish and loss and everything else to the Three of Swords, but swords are thoughts and ideas. What people don't
Right.
really, yeah, exactly. What people don't realize about the Three of Swords is that when this card shows up, it's actually slightly past the feelings and the incident. Anything that's left over, it's
Okay.
all mental. It's all mental. It's all in your head. It's all in your head.
Yes.
Okay. See, that's
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
thing.
Okay.
Now, not to discount what Michelle said, it can mean betrayal. It can mean, because there's three there and it's three swords piercing a heart. It could mean, you know, love triangles, all that kind of stuff. I don't think it has anything to do with that in this particular situation. But for those learning tarot, I wanted to let you guys know that, yes, that could be it. But what's really going on with you is, yeah, it's mostly the financial thing, really. That's the main
Right.
issue, you know. And I get the Eight of Pentacles again, 8 year abundance, money coming in, right?
Good.
And in the Eight of Pentacles, he's working hard on those pentacles. He's already built, look, he's built a lot of those pentacles, right? And he's working on one right now. It's all about, you know, pumping it out, you know, literally honing your skill by doing it over and over and over and over again. And it may require doing
Okay.
something new, a new job, or
Yeah.
starting some
Yeah.
kind of side hustle or side business for yourself. And this is the other
Right.
big, the King of Swords shows up again with the swords, thoughts and ideas. The King of Swords is, you know, the mastery over that area, and he has the single sword, and he's reminding you that that's one of the key things, you know, letting go of these three swords in the Three of Swords. Whenever I people
Yeah.
get, you know, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sword, you know, it's too many thoughts and ideas, you know, letting that go and
Right.
focus on one sword, focus on one idea. And that's where, you know, and that relates back to the Eight of Pentacles, where he's doing the same, you know, one thing over and over and over and over again to create wealth. And let's see what Michelle's
Okay.
getting. Did you pull some cards, Michelle?
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Hope that helped you out. And Michelle's gonna give
Oh,
us some ideas here.
So I drew the Devil card. For those of you out there that can see this.
Ooh, yeah.
So there is something holding you back from obtaining your finances. And it could be something, what am I looking for? Self-confidence. That's what I was looking for. It could be something as such as self-confidence, low self-esteem, anything of that nature could be holding you back. Fear that you don't have enough skills to earn that, but you do, and it
yeah.
is you. The flip side of
Yeah.
that is that it is there for you.
Imposter syndrome.
Mm-hmm.
You know how
And
that
then
came on the
Yeah.
stage over the last few years? That's a big popular thing. Everybody goes, you know, you have imposter syndrome and everything. So that's a new modern,
Right.
like contemporary meaning, I think,
mm-hmm.
for the devil card, because the devil card's about attachments.
It
And
is.
yeah, and so it's baggage, things you're attached to that are holding you back, that beliefs, and imposter
Okay.
syndrome is a belief.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And, asking about this particular job, I'm going back and forth saying, is this fear? Then stop it. Or is it intuition and you're not going to keep this job? And I go back and forth. And you're right. Fear's jumping in. I can't tell what's real, as far as my intuition.
Oh, yeah. See, and that's the hardest thing. When you can't even trust your own intuition because of all of that, I always, well, I pull tarot cards and figure it out eventually, but what I try to do, I do everything I can, like I will, if I'm looking between two companies, I'll do the numerology of the companies, and I mean, I go all out. But there's simpler things too, like you can just get a friend and
Yep.
do muscle testing.
Okay.
So, put your arm out in a bar and have them push down on it,
Yeah.
and then say,
Mm-hmm.
Is this job in my best interest? And if your arm goes weak and they push down, it's not in your best interest. If it stays strong, it is. And that's kind of like a way to circumvent and get the real intuition, because when you're in the situation where you're getting gut feelings about things, but then 1 minute it's telling you this and the next minute it's telling you that, and you don't know what to trust, and what's real intuition, what your gut's really telling you or not.
Right.
Do muscle
Right.
tests. Yeah.
Okay.
Or you call
I'm
into a
really
show like
excited.
Psychic Talk and you ask us.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm excited about this. Yeah, I'm excited about this job. It's a challenge. Exercising, trying hard, which is in a way new for me, So, it could very well be just past fears or trying to come in. Yeah, I just can't tell. I am really happy that I have this job. I'm pleased. It's just, 2 days a week taking care of a woman with Alzheimer's. It's not, a corporate job or anything, but it's helping me a lot with finances, just a little bit of money.
And you're helping other people. You're helping other people. Well, thanks for the call, Pat.
Yeah.
Yes,
and,
thank
you so much.
Keep warm there in Connecticut. Happy New Year to you too.
Happy New Year.
Yep, we got to move on to some more calls in the chat. Nilda is hi, any message for me? Blessings. So you want to pull a card for Nilda, Michelle, and see any message coming through. Yep. Wait, while you're for just a second, while you're shuffling there, I want to fill people in on what's coming up real quickly. Remember, you can grab us a cup of coffee at psychic.cafe/coffee. Oh, shoot. I forgot to do this at the beginning of the show. Remember, Michelle, I did the same thing yesterday because there was so much to talk about and so many calls to take and everything. I'm supposed to do this at the beginning of the show, let you guys know that, this is our tip jar. You can go over to psychic.cafe/coffee. Just pop that in your browser and you can send us a cup of coffee. And what we're doing for 2024 is, if right before a show or during a show, you send us a cup of coffee, we're going to take your call. No waiting. We're whatever we're doing, cards of the day, whatever, we're going to drop everything and we're going to go right to your call. And there's no waiting. And even if you are, 10 calls deep in the list, we're going to jump you to the top of the list. And then I want everybody to especially tune in on Saturday, January 20th. It will be our 14th anniversary of being on air and our 1000th episode and the 14th anniversary of the Tarot Guild going online. We had been around for 6 years, but we didn't go international and have our own website and go online till and Facebook and everything else until 2010. So it's our 14th anniversary of our first ever website. Plus, officially launching our new website, our new community at www.psychic.cafe. That's right. So join us on Saturday. We're going to have all of our hosts, staff guild, Tarot Guild staff members, and also we're going to have a lot of our past hosts on the network are coming back and hanging out with us. It's going to be unbelievable. And Michelle's going to be there, and Ellie, and who else is new? Charlotte's going to be there.
Yeah, Charlotte's going to be there.
Charlotte's going to be starting to do shows maybe in February with us. And I want to remind everybody about the New Year's sale. Remember the lifetime membership. We've been telling you on the shows, it's going away. We started in January of 2023. We had it all year long last year. People liked it because they could sign up for life. And it was just one payment of $297. And then rather than paying, $47 a year, which is $470 over a 10-year period, they could just make one payment, be done. And in addition to the normal benefits of the premium membership, that's $47 a year, or like $399, $499 a month. You're also getting my course, which is by itself $297. You get my course, Tarot by the Numbers, free. It's a tarot and numerology course. And you also get your certification, which normally, if you're going to get certified, it's two payments of $67 or one payment of $124. You get that free as well. So it was a total no-brainer. Well, we put it on sale for the holidays and people loved it. So we've extended it into the new year, but it's going to go on hiatus after this sale ends, which is probably the end of January. So 75% off our lifetime membership. So instead of $297, it's just $78. One payment, one time. That's it. You're a member. You get to be on the shows. You get to have your business promoted. You get your own custom page on the new website, Psychic Cafe, and promote your readings, your services, your products, decks, books, everything you do. And it's just a fantastic opportunity, but we can't afford it. We can't afford to like keep offering it. We might bring it back for Black Friday at the end of the year, or might bring it back in 2025, for 1 or 2 days or the new year or something like that. And but it's going to be $297 then. It's not going to be on sale for $78. So snap this up while you can. Also, my readings are on sale for half off. You save $50 instead of $99.99. It's $49.99 right now for a full session with me. Get your full custom numerology report from me, as well as we'll get on a live Zoom and pull cards. Yes. And then Compassionate Light is this Friday. I'm doing shows all week long. I'll be on tomorrow. Got a delivery coming, so it might be the afternoon. I'm thinking around 2. It's gonna be like 2 or 3 instead of our normal noon Mountain Time, my time. So look out for the posts on this. And if you go ahead, and I'm gonna say this too, because I keep forgetting to say, Michelle, is to subscribe to the channel already. Okay, so
yes.
Yeah, subscribe to the channel, and then when I'm going live, you're going to be alerted to that. I have it set for 2:00, but if the delivery's late, I'm going to not be able to start till 2:30, 3:00. So, but Thursday I will be here at regular time. And then Friday, it's going to be Compassionate Light with Catherine Hahn. So I get a day off, finally. And she's doing this month, 2024, Year of Abundance and Infinite Possibilities, of course. She's going to be talking about, don't get caught up in labels, and also about walking a mile in another's shoes. And that's Friday. And then, of course, the 14th anniversary show on Saturday. Then on Sunday, Maria's back with the Angelic View. She's on the first and the third Sunday, so the 21st this month. And I'll be guest co-hosting with her. There you go. That's everything going on All righty. So we're gonna go back to the phone lines. Before we do that, though, let's do Nilda's message. You had already pulled cards for that. I was giving you time to pull cards.
Right.
What do you got going for Nilda?
All right. So I drew the 9 of Cups again.
Again with the 9 of Cups. That's great. You shuffled, right?
I did.
Mm.
But what this one is upside down. But what I'm seeing with this one is that you should not be worrying about all these emotional aspects as much as you are, because the king, you have a lot of worry going on, a lot of emotional heaviness maybe, and you really need to work on letting those go,
Oh,
releasing some of those.
that was the 9 of Cups, was it? Well, was it
Mm-hmm.
first?
It is. It's the
Ah,
opposite end of the spectrum.
now I get why you were saying what you were saying. I was like, I was I was lost there for a second. But also I wanted to point out 9 is the end of the cycle. That's the
End of the
ending.
cycle.
Yeah,
That's
yeah. So
right.
what can you let go of? And by the way, I've got something that leads off of what you're saying there. It's perfect. Anyway, synchronicity again. What else?
Yep. And then I pulled the King of Wands, which wands is fire. And I see where you need to get more passion. You need to gain more excitement for what it is you really want to do. But you can't do that until you release and let go.
Right. Right. And speaking of letting go, it was absolutely perfect because I pulled the death card.
Oh, goodness.
Hilda is in a transition.
Yes.
One door is closing, another door is opening. You see the sun coming up in the background there. Uh,
Yep.
a new day is dawning, Nilda. Okay, but I feel like you're not stepping through that door. That's what I think is going on, and why she asked the question, and why you got the cards you got, because it's like you have to let go before you can move on, right?
Right.
But you could have a lot of success with this year. This is the 6 of Pentacles. 6 is success in numerology. And with the Pentacles, I mean, you're going to have so much success. You're going to be able to look. He's giving alms to the poor. You're going to be able to like do for other people. Now he does have a scales there, which means he's weighing carefully how much he's you know putting out there. So that's a little hint as the year progresses. Not right now, but as the year progresses, when this starts happening for you, you need to start looking at, I need to pace. How much can I afford to give? Not just monetarily, but your time and everything like that. Now, the central focus card, though, is the Hierophant. And it came up for a previous reading, and it's, different cards, same meeting, coming up a lot, in the beginning of the year. So this door you're going to go through and make the shift, just like I said with the previous caller, it's education. And so if you're it kind of tagging on to what Michelle said about like, I can't remember how you put it, Michelle. It was like, if you're not sure exactly what it is you're supposed to be.
What did I say?
I don't know, something along those lines. But the the Hierophant, for me, my answer to what you started there was that the answer to that is, how do I figure this out? This is the education,
Right.
is the education thing. So I hate sounding like a broken record, but I do on these shows because so many people have the same issue, and the answer is the same thing. And I'll bring up like checking out Udemy or YouTube for a free version, because it really does help you get out of these stuck areas. So Nilda, if you know what the transition is, if you already know why the death card, what the new door opening is, and this new thing you're going to go into that's going to be very successful with that 6 energy from the 6 of Pentacles, the way to get energized about it, and I think that's another thing you said, Michelle, was energized. The way to get energized is you go to Udemy, look up courses about that topic and any problems that relate to that topic that you want to solve, and look up who's already figured out how to solve them, and they have a course on it. And it's cheap on Udemy. They always have sales: $9.99, $10.99, $12.99, $15.99. So go on there and, get 1, 2, 3, 4 courses. They're usually pretty short and quick. Go through those courses. You're going to get energized and excited because you're going to have all these new ideas and things, running through your head. If you don't know what the transfer is, what this new possibility is, going through this door, you still can go to Udemy and you do searches for what are the most popular courses. And then and don't stop on the first page. Look through lots and lots of pages of courses that they're showing, because, some of the most popular courses at the top, are going to be like programming languages and things like that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about something else, that you're helping other people and you're solving a problem. Go through the list and see if you don't get excited and energized over something you see. And then, either take that course or take what you find, go over to YouTube and do a search. People don't realize YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world, owned by the biggest search engine, Google, right? So it's a search engine. Go in there and search for videos, lots of free stuff, or buy 1 or 2 or 3 courses on it from Udemy, and that will at least get the ball going. Awesome. Okay, so back to the phone lines here, and then I want to get out of here soon. We've been doing 2-hour shows, which I love, especially on the weekend, but I want to also, because we're going to be doing shows every single day, we want to do some shorter ones too, and I'm going to be soloing tomorrow, so I'm going to try to do a short show tomorrow, Michelle.
Okay.
But let's see who's waiting on the phone lines. It looks like area code 775. Caller, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hi, my name is Heidi, and I am calling from Nevada.
Oh, you're in the chat there, Heidi, aren't you?
Yes, I said hi.
Yeah, we saw you. How's it going?
Oh, pretty good. It's warm out here and sunny, and yeah, it's great.
Awesome sauce. It finally warmed up here in Tucson again. We were getting down in the 30s, the 20s even. It was unbelievable. Not during the day, but like overnight,
Right. Well, I mean, because where I live, I mean, it hasn't snowed in like 10 years. And in the past week, it snowed like almost a foot. And it's been crazy, So the storm that Pat has in Connecticut used to be our storm. So I'm sorry, Pat. I passed it on to you.
There you go.
It's okay. I brought them from Reno to here.
Oh, wow. Oh, tell everybody where you're at, Michelle.
So I'm in Fallon, Nevada.
Fallon.
I'm an hour and a half from Reno.
Yeah, you're not too far from me. Arizona's right there.
Yep.
So Heidi, what do you want to chat about today?
Okay, so I I have been drawing my own cards, okay, and I keep getting wonky cards that make absolutely no sense to my issue. I am having a lot of panic attacks lately, but I am dreaming of my mother who died in 91. So I'm just wondering if they're connected or if she's trying to tell me something. My own personal life isn't in chaos. It's my outside life.
Say that again.
Pardon me?
Say that last sentence again.
My
about your inner
my
life, outer life. I
personal
didn't quite
life.
get that. I didn't get that. What are you trying to say by that?
Okay, so my family life is fine. You know,
Good.
I mean, I'm
Okay.
not stressed out over my family life. It's my outside life, like my work life, and like my outside friends and my outside family that I'm having issues with. So
Yes.
I'm wondering if my mom is trying to tell me something, or
Yeah.
if I'm just stressing
No.
out for no reason.
No, she is. She's trying to tell you something, because this, as soon as you were when you started talking about your issue, the eight of swords again, eight. We keep getting eights. It's an 8 world year, Michelle. This is incredible. The eight of swords, she's blindfolded, bound up, and surrounded by swords. Swords are thoughts and ideas. Right away, I saw how you're feeling, kind of almost like trapped or boxed in with your outer life things.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you start talking about your mom and, is a message coming through, I pulled the next card right at that second, and I got the Queen of Pentacles, which is literally the mom card for me. Yeah. Out of all the queens, this is like what my mom looked like in the Waite Smith version of the deck.
Wow.
When she was younger. And it is a very nurturing, she's holding the pentacle in her lap like it's a baby, so it's very nurturing, and it's the mom card. So, as you were talking about that, I asked myself, is her mom coming through with a message? And boom, there you go. So I think the message is, surrounding the Eight of Swords, that you're surrounded by too many thoughts and ideas there. Let's see here.
Okay.
The Two of Swords is showing up, and right after it, the Queen of Cups. So what I'm getting from that is, the Two of Swords to me is always a choice not being made, that either the person is unwilling to make or unable to make. And then the very next card is about psychic ability and intuition. So it's like, that's what you're supposed to do, but you haven't made the choice to like go all in.
Okay.
Does that make sense? And I think that's the message coming through. And then if you were to do that, then the Three of Wands shows up, your ship coming in, and what your and wands, what your yeah. So that's the message I'm getting that's coming through from mom. But let's see what Michelle's seeing too.
Well, I drew, and it's just so funny that you're drawing pentacles.
Mm-hmm.
I drew the Nine of Pentacles on my opposition deck, which is upside down again. And I feel like there is a fear of stepping into something new. Because I also drew, oh, we got a helicopter, sorry.
Hold on, I'm going to put Heidi's line on hold because a lot of background noise.
Yeah, there was a helicopter going over. Okay. But then I drew also the Ace of Pentacles.
Mm-hmm.
The Ace, Yes, that is the
Yeah,
Ace of
that's that
Pentacles.
new. That's that same new possibility. I mean,
Mhm.
it's perfectly with what I was getting too.
Right. And I feel like there's that choice of stepping into something new, a new beginning, um, a new, because there's that number 9 again with ending of a cycle, and then the 1, which is the beginning of a new cycle.
Right. Oh, geez, my cards are flying all over the floor.
So so that's what I'm seeing. That's the message
Uh,
I'm seeing.
so there you go, Heidi. I mean, that makes a lot of sense. I'm shuffling the cards, and guess what popped out and flew onto the floor?
The Hierophant.
The Hierophant
The
again. Yeah,
Hierophant.
again. Okay, so Heidi, I mean, this message had to come to you that it popped out of my deck. Uh-huh. So just like everything that we said with the previous callers where this card showed up, all applies to you as well. Again, it's about this, it's about the education, and on the other side, teaching what you love. So getting more educated maybe here in the beginning of the year, getting all set, and then putting yourself out there. And with the cards I was getting, the message from mom was about your psychic ability and intuition and helping others with that. So, to me, it's like that's what you should be focusing on. And then later in the year, you should be on these radio shows with us doing readings for people.
Yep,
Or yeah,
absolutely.
or doing your own podcast somewhere, or a radio show, or YouTube lives, or you should be writing a book and getting it out there, or you should be teaching courses on, I don't know, tarot, numerology, animal communication, psychic ability, psychic development, anything in.
Stones.
Yeah, yeah, that's what it looks like to me. Does that
Yeah.
make sense, Heidi? Got to bring her line back on.
Yes. See, yes. See, and it's funny that you say that because I come from kind of a psychic family. Okay,
Oh, cool.
my sister reads cards. One of my other sisters hears ghost voices, and when I was little, I could project myself and see things in other places.
Oh,
So
cool.
I can't really do it so much now, but every once in a while I have a flash and then I get scared and I bring myself back. So but yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm. So now you got to call us back and let us know what happens.
Yes.
Oh, I will. Yeah. Can I say something, Michelle?
Yes, yes, you can.
Michelle and I are sisters.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That
Yes.
makes a lot of
So
sense.
she is the one who she's the one who reads the cards. So but yeah, so I actually have spent the last year in school, and I just have to take my final test, so that I'm licensed. So everything that you said has made absolute sense. And I think that you're right. I mean, my mom is, she is trying to talk to me, and she's saying, look, you either have to step up and make a choice, or you just have to deal with what you have. So.
Oh. Yep, absolutely. That's amazing. And
Yeah.
especially the Hierophant just popping out like that, because that's, higher education and finishing something,
Yeah.
it just, wow. Talk about dead on. I love when that
Yeah.
happens.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
You guys were spot on.
Woo,
Yeah, well,
we
yeah,
were
but yeah,
good.
because you guys are awesome. Yeah, but because I have been pulling cards too, and I keep getting like these wonky ones that made absolutely no sense to me. So I thought I would come to the pros and ask them what they thought.
Well, thanks for the call.
I'm glad you did.
Yeah, we're glad you did.
Yeah.
Hopefully
Yeah.
you'll hang out at the cafe here with us and chat more.
I will. I will definitely.
All right. Bye-bye, Heidi. Bye-bye.
All right.
Yay. Speaking of pros, where is it? It's over here. I can't point.
Yep, you got it.
I'm trying to point it at the spells. Yeah. You can go over to psychic.cafe/Michelle or psychic.cafe/Dax. Boy, that's short, but a tongue twister sometimes.
Yeah.
Anyway, after the show, you can get a hold of us, in between shows. You could let us know what you'd like us to chat about. Maybe you have a question about something, about psychic advising, tarot reading, psychic development, numerology, tarot in general, how the law of attraction works, any of these things. And you can let us know. And by the way, you go over to psychic.cafe to our page. You need to sign up. There's a button there. You'll see there's like multiple ways you'll see it where you can click to register. Or you'll see the main block that invites you with a green button, and you can click that and you can just put in your name and your email address rather, and a password, and then and then get your profile all set up. But you can be on there in seconds and be able to message us. There's not a long onboarding. You can go and do all of that on your profile later. All you got to do is go there, hit Facebook, Instagram, any of the social buttons will sign you up. You can sign up automatically real quick with your account that you're already logged into. Like you're on your laptop and you're logged into Google. You click the Google button and it'll pop you in there. Or, like I said, hit the green button, or anywhere where it says register in a blue link, hit the register, and then put in I don't know if you put in a username first. I think it's username, email address, password, something like that, but definitely email address and password. And that'll get you signed up. So when you go to psychic.cafe/Michelle or /Dax, you'll see the little message icon and be able to send us a message. Let us know. And if you're in the industry and you it's like, oh, I would love if they interviewed such and such an author or such and such a deck creator, you can let us know all that kind of stuff. Also, you can book readings with us if you want a private session. And I do numerology reports, and Michelle does numerology reports if you'd like to just get a report. Yeah. So lots and lots of great stuff. Also, you can pop over there and right here on the scroll, it's coming up. Grab us a cup of coffee. www.psychic.cafe/coffee. And remember, I'll be back on tomorrow. So if you want to be on, top of the list, send me a cup of coffee this afternoon and say, hey, Dax, I'm going to be on the show calling in. Here's my area code. Here's my name. And I will bring you on first. No waiting, no waiting till now, till like towards the end of the show to get on an hour and a half later. You get on right away. And we'll be doing more and more of that as time goes on. And then once we get, monetized on the YouTube channel, it'll eventually, Michelle, the idea is it's going to get to the point where it's only going to be super chats. So people pop on and, do a super chat and then they get a reading. And that's how we're
good. Okay.
Yeah. But meanwhile, right now, grab us a cup of coffee at psychic.cafe/coffee. Come over and join the new website. Bear with us during the construction, but all the cool stuff is working. You can jump in, join the free groups. If you're a Tarot Guild member, let me know. I'll add you to the Tarot Guild group. If you haven't become a member yet, join the lifetime membership. I have not even set up or started promoting the annual membership or the monthly membership, Michelle, because the the lifetime thing is just so good. And
It
people,
really is.
people wanted it. One payment, $78. You get my course, you get your certification, you get membership in the guild. So all of our workshops, your own custom page on the website, custom URL. Pointing the wrong way again.
Custom
Get
URLs.
used to this. Custom URLs like and
And your
you,
courses are awesome.
oh, it's going to be so cool. And you can join us on these shows, welcome to pop on these shows, and we will help promote you and your business. If you're a psychic advisor, or tarot reader, astrologer, numerologist, maybe you're a animal communicator, pet psychic, animal communicator. You didn't hear me say that. You didn't hear me say that. You know, So go over to psychic.cafe and pin to the top of the community page right there. You're going to see the banner. Actually, I can real quickly bring that banner up before we end the show here. Yes, join us for the 1000th episode this coming Saturday. Yeah. I was trying to find the sale though. The sale. Look for this banner, click on that on psychic.cafe and it'll take you to the page, explains it all, and you can push the button and join. Also you can, book a session with me at half price there. Hint, hint. But the main thing is grab that lifetime membership for $78 because it's going away. And I want to make sure we get as many people as we can in there. Plus, we already have 40 to 45 lifetime members on thetarotguild.com that we need to move over as well. Oh my God. See, I love doing that solo show yesterday, but I have much way more fun when you're here, or Pamela or Ellie or
Yes.
any of our hosts. Oh,
Always
Ellie said,
more fun with a co-host.
yeah, because we get to banter back and forth, and I can take a break from talking and let you talk for a while.
Right. So
That way I can drink water.
there are three more questions in the chat.
Oh, I was just going to end the show just now.
Oh,
Okay.
well,
Well,
I'm sorry.
That's okay. But no, I'm glad you're doing the actual co-host duties because trust me, a lot of people I've had as co-hosts, couldn't be bothered to go in the chat room and see what's actually going on. So I'm glad you're in there. Let's see if we can answer some of them real quick.
One of them was by Dan. And he was up there pretty high up there. And I thought maybe you could answer that question.
Yeah, I'll do this one because in case you don't know, Dan's the hubby, right?
Yes, he is.
Yeah. Although my condolences, but
why, thank you.
Let's see what's coming up here. Okay, so this is interesting. For that kind of a question. Okay. I'm getting 3 out of 5. Yes, it's going to be, how did he put it exactly? A prosperous and stable. I don't know so much about stable, but prosperous, it can be very, very good because I got 3 out of these cards are yeses. Now, that's not a nice, good 4 or strong 5. It's 3, which means it's only leaning that way. So it's totally up to you and Dan what actually happens, right? But one of the cards I got was that 4 of Wands. There's going to be a lot of celebrations. I don't know what that is. Anything from people are going to get married. There's going to be bar mitzvahs. There's going to be birthdays. There's going to be
no more babies. Or no more grandbabies.
Well, not necessarily you, but other people.
No, grandbabies.
Well, it could be, or your extended family. It could be your extended or friends having things, weddings and retirements, other kinds of celebrations. Lots of stuff coming up this year, right? The central focus card, financially, everything's going to be, slow and steady. You know, the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving of the knights, and but it's good because he's solid. You know, notice his horse is more like a Clydesdale, you know, really strongly built. So not a swift running horse like the Knight of Swords, you know, but it's good. It's slow, steady progress, finances, you know, which is the way you want to do it, accumulating income and then translating from that to wealth. It's better as a slow compounding thing than a windfall, because when people get windfalls, what happens? They spend it. You know, I mean, I saw some kind of ridiculous statistic that of big lottery winners, $50 million, $100 million, you know, 95% of them, it's gone within 5 years. All they've either given it away or spent it. Now, but other things going on, there are going to be some squabbles. There always are, but you know, Five of Swords. So, you know, the lesson of the Five of Swords, which we don't often talk about, is do you want to be happy or do you want to be right? That is what the Five of Swords ultimately gets down to. Okay. And then what else is going on here? The Devil card. What are you guys attached to that you could let go of this year? You know? And going along with that is another, you know, like the Death card we got for our other caller. Who got that? Heidi? Did Heidi get that one? The Death card transition? Oh no, it was the caller before that.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, some of our hosts actually have a pad of paper and they write every single caller and
oh goodness,
and what their question was and what the answer was. And I don't have the time. I mean, I can barely run the switchboard, you know. Anyway,
right.
Ten of Swords, you know, again with like the what I had to say, like the Death card, the dawn breaking in the back area there, you know. So this is the complete death of something. And I think of it in a really good sense because we've got in alignment with the Devil card, what attachments can you let go of? And then that Four of Wands, you know, all the celebrations. I think it's going to be a good year. And I think those are the things you need to look out for. Squabbles, you know, you know, think of Dax talking about the five of swords came up. Yeah. When something comes up, immediately put it in your head that I am going, you know, program it in your subconscious that you know, I am going to remember Dax talking about the five swords when these things come up. And I'm going to go, you know, mom, because do you want to be right or do you want to be happy? So that's all what's going on there. Did you pull cards on one of the other questions? I don't know what the other questions were.
Okay, so there is Aurora, and she says, I have a crush on a girl. She's an Aquarius. I'm a Cap. We're both girls. We texted Capricorn. That's right. Okay. We're both girls. We texted a few times. What happens between us?
Okay. And real quick, first of all, Dan responded, said the five nailed me. And then also Quexer
right
had a question first before that. So I'll pull questions on.
Okay. She actually asked before him, but
but it got lost somewhere.
It did, and then she asked if she could ask a question, and
yeah,
then
but she didn't ask. She didn't actually ask the question yet. So technically,
correct. He asked first.
Q. I'm just gonna call her Q because
I like Q.
Yeah. I'm gonna pull cards on that real quick. You pull cards on Aurora. Her question, Q, was will I meet my future girlfriend this year? And I don't know if Q's a guy or a gal. I don't know. Will they find it this year? I mean, I got the Ace of Wands already. That's a, probably yes, there. But let's see if I'm getting any court cards showing up. Um, okay, so I got the Queen of Swords, and Queen of Swords is facing the King of Wands. Six of Cups, that's the nostalgia card. Might be somebody you're already familiar with. Ace of Wands says, yeah, possibly a new opportunity. Um, when I look at it as a yes, no, I'm only getting one yes, no, well, two if you count the ace. Technically, it's a one card, which odd would be no, but I often take aces as yes, so that'd be two yeses. See, what I think is going on here is there's something left to do, and the clue for that is the Seven of Cups. There's the Seven of Cups again. It's illusion. You've got illusion there. You've got too many choices. Maybe there's too many gals you have choices with. I don't know. Um, but it's the Seven of Cups, and the very next card, like I said, next to it is this Ace of Wands. And then after that, she shows up as the Queen of Swords. So yeah, it's like there's something left to be done. You need to get out of your fantasy world and like focus on one of those choices. Okay, so what'd you get for
Let's
Aurora?
say Aurora. So what I got so far, we have the Chariot. And I see that there is a choice to be made. So you have a crush on this girl, and I get that she's an Aquarius and you're a Capricorn. But the real choice is, are you two compatible, or do you is this a crush of you just like her as a friend, you get along with her, there's something a lot more deeper? Is this something you really want to go forward with? You have a choice to make. um I'm not sure if you were asking what happens or what happened, because it says you have texted a few times, and so you're wondering what happened between you. And I pulled the moon card.
Oh, something's going on.
What part of this relationship is an illusion? What part are you not fully seeing with clear vision? Is this an actual relationship on your part, on her
Aurora
part?
says Aurora says I feel strongly connected with her and I don't know why.
Okay. Let's
So it
see.
doesn't sound like something that's going on right now.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
But I did pull the Tower card.
Oh, okay.
So, if you want to continue with the relationship, I think you need to work a little more on your foundation.
You got to shift that foundation, change your
Mhm.
your beliefs there. Either that or it just means, it's just going to all blow up and not happen, which is,
Right.
the typical tower meaning. But if we're looking for, a ray of sunshine, it would be, hey, you just need to adjust,
Right.
in order for it to work. Otherwise, it's going to be a tower moment. Hey,
Right.
we got to get out of here. I know first name, last name had a question in there. I've gone a lot longer than I wanted to. I have things I got to get to. So we got to end it here. But you can call in or you can type in your questions tomorrow. Tentatively scheduled for 2 p.m. Mountain. What would that be? 11? No, wait. What am I saying? 2 p.m. Mountain. So 1 p.m. Pacific, which would be 4 p.m. East Coast. There we go. Whew, God, trying to do all that math in my head, and 9 p.m. in the UK. So I didn't read what you said there, first name, last name. They were on, I think, yesterday's show, and I did reading for them. So I'm not going to bother to read. He or she, I haven't asked whether it's a she or not.
I'm not sure.
Wrote an entire book just now. I'm not even bothering to read it. I'm sorry, because I got to get out of here. And
Yep.
so, go ahead and join me tomorrow and ask the question then. Okay. Tentatively 2:00 my time, but it might be 2:33. Might have to change the start time depending on this delivery I'm waiting for. But we'll be here all week and at our normal time most of the days. Catherine will be here Friday. Saturday we'll have the big blowout show. Maria will be on Sunday. Monday I have an MRI, so I'm taking Monday off. Then starting that Tuesday, again, I'll be back all week. All the way till, except for Catherine's show that Friday, which is the 26th.
Yeah.
Starting the 23rd, I'm going to do a show every day to the 31st. So till the end of the month. So it's like a show every single day, except for Friday when she's going to be doing the show, obviously.
Right.
Yeah, because the 28th, there's Mystic Universe is on winter break. Magic Universe, sorry, Magic Universe. I'm thinking of your thing.
All these groups, you're grouping them together.
So there we go. We are out of here, and write down the phone number 714-816-4628 because it's good on all these shows every single day. So cool to be able to say every single day.
Yeah.
We're coming up on our 1000th show of this network. Now, we've been doing it for 14 years, so we've actually done, I don't know, I've done like 3,000, 4,000 broadcasts.
Oh my goodness, that's a lot.
But just this network called Psychic Talk, which we started, I think, I want to say 5 years. And it's just amazing. And in the beginning, we had like, when we first started the network, I don't know how many shows we had, but we had more than one show a day. And we had like 14 hosts.
Wow.
Yeah. So we want to get back up to that again. And we used to say, every day, same bat time, same bat channel. And that's what I wanted to bring back for 2024.
I think that would be fantastic.
Well, sorry for the technical issues, but thanks for joining me, Michelle.
Yes, thank you. Bye.
Bye, everybody.